What is up, guys? Kit Dale here and Josh Flint at Checkmate Australia Into Fitness Platinum Gym. We're just going to share with you a couple of ways I like to pass the De La Riva. Okay, so hopefully you can get something out of it and use it. There's obviously a lot of different ways to pass, but these are some of the problems I have to deal with and the way I've sort of found solutions to them. So hopefully you guys can use it and have some success with it. Okay, so we're going to start with De La Riva. Okay, so he's got his hook nice and tight, he's breaking my posture here, and he's stretching me out here, okay. Now, a couple things. First of all, I don't really want him stretching this leg out here. When he stretches this leg out here, my base becomes really bad. He can kick me this way fairly easily now. I'm going to fall over and he's going to start coming underneath for a broom below or other sweep. So, the first thing I'm trying to get off is this leg here, okay? So if he's stretching me out here, I want to push this leg off, okay? That's the first thing I want to do. I always try to push this leg off. Now, if he's trying to stretch me out and stuff, it's a lot harder. I make sure he can't put this leg back on here. I don't care if it's above my knee or below my knee. If he's trying to connect it, I pull it up. If he's trying to go lower, I push it down. So at least he can't stretch me out, okay? Now, as I step back and I push this off, I'm going to step in close over the top of him, okay? So that's the first thing I'm going to do, step on top, because that stops him from being able to stretch me out back. He can still pull me forward, but he can't push me back now, okay? Second thing, when he's got this arm pulled right up and he stretches right up, I don't want this just floating around. As he floats me around here, he can pull me over the top, start looking at other kinds of sweeps. I want to make sure I always anchor this grip, okay? I always want this grip further back. I can grab his lapel here, which is okay. But the problem with grabbing a lapel is it allows him to lasso me as well. If I start trying to pass this way, he can lasso me fairly easily. And that's going to create a whole new list of problems. So, I want my grip further back. So I'm sitting here now, I've sat over this, I feel like a good base here. I'm not letting him push me forward, he can't kick me back. Okay? I'm going to try and bring this arm back. If he's flared that out, if I try and pull it back like this, I'm not going to win that battle. Okay? He's too strong here. What I need to do is I need to use my back to pull this back. Okay? So I hold against his knee, and I drive forward my knee, and I straighten my back out. That's way stronger than his arm. Okay? So I pull that back, and I get a grip. Low here. Come around this side. Yeah? I pull this back here and I get a grip right on it, like just underneath his armpit on the back of his ribs. The reason why I like this grip is I can use my elbow to kill this hook here to stop him from lassoing, and it's also very difficult to break this grip here. If I have a grip here, he can use both hands to snap it off. If I have a grip on the pants, he can use his hand to break it off. I want to get a grip under here. He can use both hands here and he's not going to break that. It's like a really bad leverage point for him, okay? So that's why I opted for this position here. So I reach in here, I grab this nice and tight. I pull up on it and I drop my elbow over the top of this thigh, taking pressure from this De La Riva hook off. Okay? So I'm here, let's go back to the start. So I'm here, first thing I anchor this, step back, come in here, I get really deep on this, on the side of his ribs. Grab it nice and tight and drop my elbow over his thigh, killing his hook. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to shuffle to the left. I'm going to step right out to the left, bring him this way here, okay? If he wants to make things more difficult, once he realises he's not going to break this grip, he might grab my ankle, okay? If he grabs my ankle, come around and see this. This is going to be more difficult to shuffle here. I don't want to try and shuffle and get stuck here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to push forward my knee so this foot comes further back and I can swing it right across here. So watch what I do. I push forward my knee, I turn my foot this way, taking off that angle, and I flick it out here. I should be able to break that grip. If he had a cuff grip, which is a bit different, he grabs a cuff grip, then I'm going to have more problems. I can't just step here. Okay, I'm not going to break that, but I can break that grip. I'm just going to reach over, grab a grip on his sleeve, and no matter how hard he holds that, try and hold it real tight, I'm going to break this off. Okay, then I can shuffle. Alright? This shuffle here, I push his knee down to the left and I step out. I keep my right elbow blocking his hook here. I step here and then I bring this leg here. Okay, so I end up in a half spider position, but I'm not allowing him to hook, to lock his legs or to lasso. If he tries to lasso, I use my elbow to flare up. If he tries to come underneath, I block it with my elbow. So this elbow's sole purpose is to keep this leg out. Okay? My left hand, I grab underneath his knee, not on top. If I grab on top, he's going to break this grip. Break it off, and then I'm going to be in a lot more trouble. So I keep it underneath here. I also step out with my leg, and I pinch my knee and my elbow together, creating a lot of leverage. So even if he had a grip on my pants, he can't pull himself underneath me. If he had a grip to come for the kiss of the dragon or reverse De La Riva sweep, he tries to pull himself underneath, he can't come under. Okay? So that's the purpose of this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up and I'm going to slide the knee over the top and not touch the ground here. I'm going to slide over the top and step to the other side. Right over here. Okay, you see where my foot is over here? Then what happens is when I drive him this way, I punch his knee down that way and I drive right across here. I drop the knee in between his legs and I pull this in nice and tight like I'm doing a bicep curl that locks this really good. Plus I pinch my thigh here. Okay, my knee against his butt so he can't open up his legs. Let's hook here. Now I come low with my head, try and turn his face this way, grab maybe the belt on the back, walk high, pass around. Okay? So, this is what it'll look like, okay? Yeah. And then, once I kill this, and I come in here, I get this grip. Sorry, Paul. Yeah, he's got the leg, sorry, yeah, he's got that leg. Then, I change a bit of an angle, then kick that across. If he grabs a cuff grip, grab the arm, break it up, punch it down, change my grip, back here, lock it in, head down, So, hopefully you get something out of that, and there's a couple of things you can use and help your passing game for the De La Riva. Thanks guys.